welcome back to my channel, Stampin' Munchkins. Today I have a Grads of Team Tiny winter project for you today. This is a part of the Grads of Team Tiny group on Facebook, and we have a hop every month. We all started as a Team Tiny member, and as we graduated, we became part of the Grads of Team Tiny. So what this means is we have over 1,000 subscribers, but some of us do not have the 4,000 watch hours needed to be monetized. So we wanted to continue being a part of the Team Tiny group, but as a graduate. And as they graduate from Team Tiny, they are welcome to join our Facebook group of the Grads. So our group is small, but I hope you enjoy our hop.
Love you.
Thanks. Bye, everyone. Hey, everyone. This is the card we're making today. Let's get started. Here are all the supplies that we'll be using. Everything will be linked below, as usual, for easy shopping, and I appreciate you using all of my links, as it helps me support my channel and keep it free for all of my creative friends. There's a lot of products, mostly Lawn Fawn, and I hope you like, I know I'm doing a lot of Lawn Fawn, so I apologize, but it is one of my favorite companies. Teflon Bone Folder, Score Buddy, Misty 2.0, Memento, Distress Ink in Salty Ocean, Tumbled Glass, Gathered Twigs, Walnut Stain, Lawn Fawn Peacock Dye Ink Pad, my big Tim Holtz scissors, Scotch foam tape, Wink of Stella Posca white pen, my ink blender, it's going so fast. Anyway, I'll have everything listed below. That was my COPIC opaque white. These are all the COPICs I used. And Lawn Fawn glue tube. These are the two other stamp sets that I used, but I forgot to show. Nina 110 for the card base, Concord and 9 wheat, Bristol paper, and red stickles. When you get a chance, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications. I am going to, I'm using the Concord and 9 wheat cardstock, and I cut this Build a Castle out. And I am also doing the same with the Christmas lights from the same cardstock. And I'm going to be cutting 2 of the lights and 1 set of the castle. Now I am stamping all the images that I'll be using for my card and using Memento Tuxedo Black, which is my favorite black ink pad for COPIC coloring. And I'm just doing the clouds freehand and using my Misty as the backup foam. These are all the colors I used for each image. I hope this helps you. I will also list it in the description below. You just have to hit show more. This is the sun for the rainbow. This is the beach blanket, the fox, the clouds, very simple COPIC coloring. And I used my Scan and Cut, Brother Scan and Cut, to cut them out. Now I wanted some texture on the sandcastle, so I'm using Gathered Twigs and my Tim Holtz mini ink blending foam and tool to add some color to the sandcastle. And I'll just be doing that for the whole thing. Now I want to add some texture and by spattering. So I watered down Gathered Twigs first. Now I'm watering down Walnut Stain, and I always use my Waffle Flower Water Medium Matte, and I love using those little squares on the side as my water well. Now I'm adding the Copic opaque white ink spatter. It came out a little darker than I would have liked, but I'm gonna go with it because I didn't want to start all over again. So I'm just adhering the two towers on each side. And this is going to be a simple sandcastle. So this is a Grads of Team Tiny Winter hop and hashtag driven. So you can click on the hashtag, which will be in my description and title, and you will see all of us hopping along. And please support us by liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell for all of us. We also really need the watch hours. So if you can watch from start to finish, that would be great as well. Thank you for your support. We truly appreciate it. I'm just adding all the elements to the sandcastle using foam tape or glue, and you can see the assembly as it's going. And Marla from Mad About Cards and Crafts suggested that we get bonus points for doing a winter scene for our region. And of course, you all know I live in Hawaii and we don't have snow or actual winter except like a rainy season. So I decided to do a beach scene, and I'm doing a sandcastle with Christmas lights. And these Christmas lights, I'm just seeing how long I want them, and they will go on each tower on the side, the top and bottom. And I'm just coloring it using my E29 Copic, and I'm just going to be gluing the little string part as the light will hang down. And that was the top tower, or the main tower, I guess. This is the side tower, and this is the other side tower. I really like how each element, you can make it to work with whatever you want, you need it to do. And this was a last minute addition. I decided to add it to the bottom main tower. So again, just adding the glue to the string portion. And I will be using the red stickles. I don't know what color it is. I apologize. It was a sweet gift from Donna. She sent it to me. And I just added it to each light bulb and set it to dry. So now I'm using the same cardstock, Concord and 9 wheat, and I'm going to be cutting my sand hills. So I'm using the hillside stencil, Slimline stencil from Fawn, and using two different ones to make my scene. And this is cut 3.5 from the 3.5 by 8.5, but I will cut it down later, which you will see. So I did cut that using my Gemini Junior, and I have two pieces, and I'm doing this exact same thing using gathered twigs, and I will be spattering it with the same gathered twigs, walnut stain, and the Copic opaque white. This is sped up 8 times. You don't need to see me blend over and over again. This is the card base using Nina 110 pound. Well, actually it's not Nina. It's this new one, a lot cheaper one I found on Amazon. Accent opaque 110 pound, but it's just as thick as Nina, and I really like it, and it's a lot cheaper. So I just made a little I wanted to see how far I needed to do the clouds, so I just made a pencil mark using my hillside and a little lower than what the top hillside will hit, so the pencil mark won't show. So I'm going with a light hand and using tumbled glass distress ink. I'm using all distress ink today as it's a little more vibrant, and I wanted it to be super vibrant. Now I'm going in with Salty Ocean with a very light hand, except right there. I don't know what happened. Oh, and this is on Bristol cardstock, as it's so much easier to blend on Bristol cardstock than Nina cardstock. But all the stamps were stamp images were stamped on my favorite COPIC cardstock, which is Nina Classic Crest Solar White in 80 pound. And now I'm using the smaller Slimline die, stitch die, which comes with the flap one. Again, everything will be listed below. And I'm cutting the hillsides down so that it has the stitched edges on the side and bottom. And I'm also doing the same with my cloud Bristol cardstock panel. So now I'm gluing everything using my Lawn Fawn glue tube, and I'm adding the taller hillside flat to the panel, and now the sandcastle will go on the bottom portion all the way to the bottom. It is sticking up on the top, but it will fit in my envelope, so it's okay that it sticks up quite a bit. So that is being added, and again, the sand turned out a lot darker than I would have liked, but just just imagine that we're on a beach on the Big Island, which is Hawaii Island, and they have black sand beaches. So let's just, say we're there. And instead of have a relaxing summer, I put have a relaxing winter. So the front sand panel is, I used doubled up foam tape, so it's pretty thick, pretty dimensional, but I really like that. And now I'm put the panel on the base, card base, so I can see how much space I have on the outside. And I'm just attaching every element. Super cute. Everything is attached flat. And I cut off that little cloud which was hanging over. And now I'm going to add the white, which again, I'm not good at, but practice makes not perfect, just better. So I think I overthink it, but yeah, so that's it. I just need to stop. And now I wanted a little shine on the clouds and the sun, so I'm using my Wink Stella in clear. This thing just keeps on going. I've had it for so long. And the rainbow. And that's it. I hope you really enjoyed this card. It was so much fun to create and show you what Christmas is like in Hawaii. And again, here is the card. The sand is super dark, but again, just imagine that you're on a beach on the Big Island on a black sand beach. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you. Here's another video you might enjoy and a card making playlist. And as always, click on my face to subscribe. Thanks everyone. Aloha.